What's going on, Button Masters? I'm Mr. Gamer, and this is a Star Button Review. I've only been a few hours into it, but I can say that I am pleasantly pleased with what I've been presented with this wonderful Pokemon game. And let me tell you why. First off, and this was something that I was talking about with my wife/editor, is that it's a lot easier for new people to get into the Pokemon game. Before, you kind of had to memorize exactly what moves would be super effective, effective, or not effective at all. Well, what Sun and Moon does for you is during your second time encountering that Pokemon on your moveset, you can actually see how effective that move will be. It just tells you right there. And I think that that is a very helpful thing, especially when you're deciding what strategy you want to use against this. You don't have gym leaders, you have trials, or even just trainers. You beat one Pokemon and then you get to see how the moves are going to be played against that next set, that next Pokemon in the event that you decide to switch. It actually shows it all right there for you. Another thing about this game is that it's not a linear, get your Pokemon to level 20, beat this gym, then get them to level 35, then beat this gym, evolve them, and then get to this gym. There is none of that. There are trials now that you have to complete, and not even all of the trials are necessarily battling, which I was really surprised about. I mean, don't get me wrong, it was lots of fun, but it still kind of threw me off a little bit. Within these trials, at the end of it, you are always fighting what's called a totem Pokemon, which is a normal Pokemon that you would see in the grass or in a cave, but it's bigger, it's stronger, it has a special set of moves. And these totem Pokemon, I have to say, are actually a bit threatening. It actually kind of made me think about, all right, then, so I do have this level 25, whatever it is, but this totem Pokemon is quite large. It now has increased defense, and Pokemon in this game have the ability to call for allies, which I have to say is significantly annoying when I'm in a cave and I have a Zubat and I've almost defeated that Zubat, and then it calls for help, and then I have another 5 to go through. But the fact is that you have that element within the game. And this is more than just trials. These are like average wild battles as well. I mean, and just for an example, and slight spoiler warning, one of the trials, like one of the actual legitimate defeating the captain, is a spot the difference sort of game. You have Pokemon that will dance in front of you one time and then dance in front of you again, and you just have to spot the difference, and that's it. But think about it, like that's the trial. It's not like, okay, I have to be level 40 or else. No, there really isn't much of that. It's longer. I'm not even going to say it's long and drawn out. There's just a whole lot more into it. They just give you a lot more meat to the trials. It actually legitimizes how long I've spent with this game, but how little it seems as if I've actually done. An interesting thing that they mixed up with this is the affection level. Now, in previous games, the affection level didn't necessarily, I'll be straight with you, I didn't really care about how affectionate my Pokemon were to me. I didn't really care. To me, it didn't really seem as if there was a big emphasis on their stats. But that definitely changed this time around with the Pokemon Refresh ability. For example, you have a Diglett, and the Diglett does Sand Attack on your Pokemon. Your Pokemon defeats the Diglett, but you have the ability to care for it at the end of it. You just hit the Y button. And then you can brush off the sand. This makes it happy. You could feed it Pokemon beans. You can increase its enjoyment level. And all of these things increase its affection level. And I never saw how important the infection level was until this game. With that affection level, they legitimately fight harder for you. And even the trainer will say certain things like, go Magikarp, I know you can do it. Or, more than just, oh, the foe's weak, get them, whatever. It's a whole lot more to that. For me, I have a Hariyama, and I was petting it, I was feeding it, it was a very strong fighting Pokemon. And there was, I believe I was fighting against a Kadabra, and, Psychic beats fighting, so I was like, oh, did Psychic, I'm toast. But no, it was Hariyama, stayed with you because it didn't want you to be sad. And I'm like, wow, Thank you. Thank you. Mind you, you only had 1 HP, but still it was like, thank you, yeah. So, punch it. And, I won the battle, but it was like, wow, okay, so the affection level actually means something. Let me go, after this battle and, feed you, pet you some more. Cause that connection is built. I mean, they talk about it throughout the whole game about building this connection with the Pokemon, how, it's more than just, Pokemon, battle and that's it. And you keep them in balls and you keep them in the PC when you don't need them. But no, there's actually a legitimate connection. And I was actually feeling that. It was a nice change of pace. I do want to thank Pokemon for eliminating what a lot of people in the community would call HM slaves. Now, let me explain what that means. You would typically have one Pokemon in your party, which was a waste of a Pokemon, where the only thing that Pokemon would do would be cut, strength to move boulders, surf, rock smash, or whatever. Typically for me, it was Barbarelle. Now there's no more of that. Now you have a ride pager where you can call upon a Pokemon to fly, like with Charizard, or surf with Lapras, or smash rocks with Tauros, or find items with Stoutland. I mean, these are just the ones that I've encountered. I know there's a whole lot more, but we're doing a whole lot more with that, and I don't have to waste those moves. There's no more HMs. It's great. I mean, you don't own the Pokemon with the ride pager, and it doesn't mean you have to catch a Charizard or to catch a Tauros to do this. No, you're just given the ability to call upon these Pokemon, and they will do these things for you, and that is awesome. And on the same note of keeping your Pokemon, where you keep them more specifically, that's changed as well, where your Pokemon aren't just sitting in that PC and you have boxes full of eggs or whatever. No, they're actually doing things for you. You have a place called the Poképelago, where you can make islands for your Pokemon to find you rocks, not rocks, like stones or other special items. They can grow berries for you. They can even bring upon other wild Pokemon, and they just may stay, which is interesting because you start to think, well, where exactly am I sending them? And there's a gentleman who explains to you that he's made these islands for these Pokemon to live and have fun and things like that. But it's nice to know that there's that emphasis on that relation with the Pokemon again. There's that emphasis on Pokemon are more than just, something that I have with me to show how strong I am. No, there's actually lives and connections built with these Pokemon. And that is really nice. And even when you're not battling, there's the Festival Plaza, where essentially this game Street Pass, where you can interact with other trainers that you've walked past. You can bring them to certain shops. Like they'll ask you, hey, take me to a place that I would like, or my Pokemon want to play, or give me a place where I can buy something. And you show them where you have in your plaza places for them to go. They give you festival coins, and then from there you get other attractions. And then when you have enough, or when you have gone up a level, you have the ability to participate in missions with them and get other items. And even in your plaza, using your festival coins, you can get items that will enhance your Pokemon's level or enhance your Pokemon's stats, dye your clothes, and the list goes on. And then that's there really is just so much to this game, and I was deciding exactly when I would try to like get a handle on it. But with when I got the game and then everything else, I was like, I just need to get this out now. There's just so much to it, and the hype was worth it. The hype was really worth it. Anybody who is new to Pokemon, like you played Pokemon Go and you thought to yourself, man, I really need a better Pokemon game, pick up Sun and Moon. Go to your nearest, whatever retailer you can get to, pick up a 2 or 3DS, get Sun or Moon, get this game. You will. I have no doubt that that anyone who picks up this game will actually enjoy it. And if my wife/editor wasn't busy with her own business, I would pick up Moon for her just so that we could trade Pokemon. But business takes up a whole lot of time. But regardless of that, anyone who is looking for either a new start to Pokemon, like you've been playing it all the way back to Blue and Red, get this game. If Pokemon Go was your first real interaction with Pokemon, period, pick up this game. I don't know if I could actually recommend it any better than that. Just go and pick up this game, have fun, enjoy it, immerse yourself within the story. Like, there's actually a good story with this. It's not just to go be the best and that's it. There are actually so many other things happening. I mean, even with this game's version of Team Rocket, Team Skull, which is just ridiculously funny. Like, I don't even know what stereotype they're making fun of, but it's hilarious. All in all, my first impressions of this game are that it's amazing, and that if you are watching this video, first, like, comment, and subscribe, please. Thank you. And then go pick up the game. I'm sure you'll have a blast. With that, Mr. Gamer, signing off.